All right, I'm really excited to be here today to talk about all the features and benefits of the new Pioneer 1000. The key feature that makes a Pioneer 1000 is obviously an all-new engine. This engine is a 999cc inline twin. It's an all-new design from the ground up. This engine produces outstanding power and torque. It makes it really fun to drive, but also it lets it get the work done. It has a 1,000-pound bed capacity and a 2,000-pound towing capacity. That's a ton, and that's a really big trailer. Supporting the engine, we've got high-up air inlet system. It actually intakes air from under the hood. This allows you a nice deep fording depth. In addition, when you get on the gas and give it full throttle, it has a really throaty, aggressive intake sound that's really exciting. It makes the vehicle a lot of fun to drive. We didn't forget about maintenance either. This new 999cc engine uses an all-new viscous paper air filter element. Filters very small particles, and also it allows a much longer service interval. All right, let's talk about the transmission on this vehicle next. This is a fully automatic 6-speed dual clutch transmission, otherwise known in the industry as a DCT. This is the first time this type of transmission has ever been used in the side-by-side industry. It's an all-gear transmission. It has no belts, so it has a very direct connected feel and a very efficient transfer of power to the ground. This vehicle actually uses your throttle input, the engine RPM, the vehicle speed. What that does is it allows the engine to interpret how you're driving. So when you're driving in a relaxed, non-aggressive way, it upshifts early and downshifts later. When you start giving it aggressive inputs, it holds the gears, goes up to a very high RPM and shifts quick. It also downshifts earlier, so you get to use that engine braking, and it just makes for a really exciting ride. Now let's talk about some of the additional transmission features you get when you step up to the electronic power steering versions of the Pioneer 1000. You'll see on our tilt steering column, paddle shifters. With our DCT transmission, we have a simple switch here on the dash that allows you to select between fully automatic mode, where the vehicle completely shifts itself with no input from the driver, to manual transmission mode, which is a full manual mode. You have to use the paddles to shift the unit, and that puts the driver in complete control. Another cool thing about the paddle shifters with the DCT is you can be in fully automatic mode driving along, and if you feel that you want to be in a higher or lower gear, you don't even have to switch modes. You can just hit the shifter and it will upshift or downshift, and it will hold that gear for several seconds until it goes back into fully automatic mode with no input from the driver. We have a sport mode, and what sport mode does is it changes the transmission shift points. The vehicle upshifts at a higher RPM and downshifts also at a higher RPM. So it really keeps the engine in the top of its power band. It makes for a very exciting feel. The Pioneer 1000 has a low-range subtransmission. This low-range subtransmission allows low range to be used in all of the 6 forward gears. The Pioneer 1000s have several different drive modes. First of all, it has turf mode. It's a fully open rear differential. The benefit of that is that you can make tight turns on delicate surfaces like grass. Next is two-wheel drive, and what that is, that just locks the rear differential. So you always get full power to both rear wheels. After that, we have four-wheel drive. That gives you a locked rear differential with a limited slip front differential. And that's going to be useful in any type of off-road or loose terrain. And then, when you need the maximum amount of traction, you grab this lever and put it in four-wheel drive with front diff lock. In that case, all 4 tires are locked and you're getting full power and torque to all 4 drive wheels. The Pioneer 1000 has an all-new chassis that was engineered for uncompromising ride comfort and capability. Up front, we have long travel suspension with 10.5 inches of travel. In the rear, we have 10 inches of travel. Adding to the Pioneer 1000's outstanding handling and chassis characteristics is available electric power steering. Our EPS system uses inputs such as vehicle speed and driver steering input speed to balance assist level with feedback. This is our Pioneer 1005. So this unit actually comes standard with automatic load leveling rear shocks. This is actually a passive mechanical system that uses hydraulic balance chambers to maintain ride height. So when you load the vehicle up with either passengers or cargo and it squats down, it only takes a very brief amount of driving and it returns right back to that standard ride height. All of the Pioneer 1000s feature a wide, comfortable bench seat. And this bench seat has room for 3 passengers. Moving toward the back, our Honda Quick Flip rear stowaway seats. They fold down into the bed and they can be used for 1 passenger in the back or 2 passengers in the back. And these maximize versatility of the unit. Pioneer 1000s all have a hard door with a net. Also, you'll see here, available on our EPS models and on our Deluxe, is the color body panels that add a lot of color to the vehicle and give it a real finished look. Another feature of the Pioneer 1000s, very bright headlights. All of the base models feature halogen headlight. And then, this is our Deluxe model. This steps up to a 37-watt LED headlight. So there you have it, the Pioneer 1000, a flagship multi-purpose side-by-side meant to take the industry by storm. With the biggest engine, the best transmission, and the best chassis in the industry, we have a true leader of the Pioneer family of side-by-sides.